We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans.
Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Smith catches left side. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
2nd and 11 at the 41. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead.
Makes the score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carried out for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 43-yard line.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Eason to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be out right at the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big pickup of 38. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
It's a loss of 5. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Back to throw here.
11-yard line.
That is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Good. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. You end up having to take 3 there.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. DeAndre Hopkins, 75 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
Do you think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt, because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking deep for Adams. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 45-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
They'll take over.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
1st and 10, Eason flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First and 10, Taylor now. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They go play action with Eason. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good work by Eason that time, and it'll be a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Eason on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
gun on third down. Eason, and that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will knot us up at 10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Well, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
That one covers 29 yards, first down. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Check Mike 54.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. On now is the Titans punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Play action. It's Eason. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Indianapolis.
Here's Eason off the play fake. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Eason. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Fielded at the 20. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Rifling one complete into the hands of Marshall. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down.
And the Colts 1st down.
Now Taylor. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
2nd down, here's Eason. And his throw is incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. To throw on 3rd down, Eason. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Complete.
Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Taylor. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the gun on third down, Eason. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. About 4 there as he takes him from the 10 down to the 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run with Taylor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. From the gun on third down, Eason. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Odell Beckham.
Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And the Colts have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
Lambeau set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Titans 10.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check 52.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Sliding out of the pocket. Pass incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
58, right over there.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, one set. Check, Mike. 50.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Nixon with a first down and more. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
58, boy, 58, 58. Mike, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, 58's the mic. Come on, baby. Let's see what you... 58 to Mike.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Uncorks one for Davis. Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
58, come on. 58, come on. Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby. Woo! Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40, the 30. 10.
I'm going to show you,
and
man.
He takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 88 yards. And the Colts add on to their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. He's going to let it fly. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Smith catches left side. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they work this out past the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Indianapolis,